Hello my people, welcome to my channel, welcome to my garage. Today we're going to be working on my vehicle, my 2014 Chevy Cruze 1.8 LUW engine that's boosted and makes like 400 horsepower. So the problem that I'm having, well, first of all, today I'm gonna be going a little different. Let me clean the camera. I'm gonna go a little different because I really want you guys to see my work, and so I'm gonna be doing more talk in work than interaction. I know a lot of people write me and they want to talk to me and stuff like that, but today I'm gonna just work and you guys can watch me working. So the problem with my car, with this car, is that it has so much compression. It makes 250 psi per cylinder, which is more than I ever seen before. And we are currently pushing 35 pounds, 33 pounds of boost on it. The cylinder pressure is high already, and we spraying nitros on it. When we spray nitros, the cylinder pressure goes too high, and it basically escapes through the head gasket. And I cut the head and the block before, and it looks on good shape, but it's like every time we hit nitrous, like it lasts sometimes 3 passes, sometimes 2 passes, and it just blows the head gasket. And it's not bad at first, but it starts getting worse and worse. And we can do two things: try to figure it out, or just not run nitros. And the thing with this car is that we cannot make a torque converter for it. They can allow this car to come out the hole quick, and we're having 60-foot issues. Like, we're 60-footing. I mean, I got to 1.9 seconds on the 60-foot on the other tires. But yeah, we went to the track, and I think it was because the head gasket was blown. It wasn't coming out the whole that. We made 20. But we would like to have a 1.8 60-foot at least. And this car will be well into the 11 seconds if that happens. But we cannot do that without nitros. The nitros is to come out, and also this car likes the nitros. It goes fast with it, and I don't want to dish it. I think it'll be like good because we're pushing this turbo pretty hard, and I feel like the nitros, like we only running like 25 shot, so the nitros won't be too crazy. So the plan, let me make sure that you guys, okay, you guys watching, hello. So yeah, the plan right now, so I Google this. Google doesn't make sense, so you Google, if you use 2 head gaskets at the same time. You can see these are multi-layer gaskets. They have 3 sheets. So if I use 2 gaskets, is that good? Google says no. Okay, but I asked Google, if I use, is it better to use a head gasket with more layers? Google says yes. So you think, what's the right answer? Should I use 2 head gaskets so you can have more layers? It supposedly says that when you have more layers, that it springs better, which it makes sense. Also, with taller gasket, because this block and head has been shaved, so it probably has more compression than on factory. I'm pretty sure it has a lot more compression than factory. We can kind of put it back where it belongs on the compression side of things. But yeah, I don't know if you guys see all this black stuff right here. When that stuff comes out, it basically starts mixing. It starts mixing like water ports and stuff like that. And also the real problem is not the head gasket. The real problem is the head studs. They are thin. They are so I'm using ARPs. ARP, but they're thin. They're like, you can see compared to my finger, they're 10 millimeter studs. Usually, a car like Hondas and stuff like that, they have 11 millimeter studs or 12 millimeter studs. So these studs are thin, and they only, well, when you look at the spec sheet, it says that I can only torque it to 65 psi. Well, today we're just gonna dish the fucking sheet and we're gonna torque them to 80 or 85. Let's say 85. So I wanna torque this head studs more so it clamps better, and put two head gaskets. So what that's gonna do is potentially is gonna lower the compression ratio. So this engine is supposed to be a 10-1. I'm pretty sure it's more than that right now. Supposed to be a 10-1. So we're trying to get it maybe like 9-8, 9-8, something like that. And what that's gonna do is that, I don't know if you guys know. Well, I mean, performance wise, if you, whoever knows that of performance wise of these things, when you have high compression engine, you go to a limit when you're like pushing boost, and you will not make more power and starts doing all kinds of crazy shit because it's like it's too much. That's why you gap the cylinders, like the piston rings, wide on a performance kind of thing. Well, this engine is tight as fuck. So we're gonna try to lower the compression with two gaskets and see, because it should seal better. I think it will. I think it will work, and it will lower the compression on the engine, which will protect it even more from blowing the head gasket and stuff. Because the goal is like to run nitros on this thing, and this thing don't blow a fucking head gasket. We're trying to go like have a reliable, and tell you the truth, it never does blow the head gasket with no nitros. It's just when I hit the nitros that happens. We took a bunch of timing off of it, but it's just because the engine is so high compression that it will happen. That will happen. I cannot do anything about it. I can try to do these things, try to tighten up this head studs I seen online that people go 80s, 85 psi. So we're gonna try to like. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put this together while you guys are watching me, and I'm gonna stop a few times to check the chat and talk to you guys, but not much because I when I'm working I get really focused. So I'm gonna change the camera so you guys can see what I'm working with. Um, you guys can judge me and talk shit. So this gasket, I don't know if it's what material it is, but if you see it's kind of golden. I don't think it's copper. It looks like stainless steel to me. But I don't have, I got copper spray here, but I don't think I'm gonna use it today. I'm gonna dish it. Cause I mean I don't know if it helped before, but it surely didn't help now. So because it blew the head gasket again. So let me see if you guys can see. Yeah, you guys can see. So we're gonna put the head gasket here. Gotta make sure that you put it straight. I got two dial pins right here that hold the head gasket in place. Just like that, we got a head gasket, and I was gonna try spin this engine by hand so I can put it on TDC. You guys gonna look at me. What the heck? That sounded weird. Okay. I'm gonna try to put it on TDC here, and then the head on TDC, so I don't have to. So basically, when I throw the head on, it's on timing, and I don't have no problem. So that's weird. I'm looking at here. Okay. I'm looking at. Okay. There's some rivets here. I see that on this side of the block, on this side, the rivets touch the block, which is weird. I never noticed that. I gotta see if on this side of the head they will touch the block, because if that is the case, it's gonna be a problem. Oh, it has some recesses here, so I'm hoping that it's not a problem. I'm hoping it's not. It's a big recess, so I think it'll be fine. If anything, I just torque it down and it should squeeze the rivets and stuff like that. I don't know, not feeling confident about it. See, I don't like that design because here the rivets are off the block, but on the back they're on the block. And it has some recesses. I'm gonna show you guys. It has some recesses right here, but I don't know if that is big enough to. It might be big enough to cover because we're putting a rivet on top of a rivet. Something else I can do is cut them off. I don't know if that would be a good idea, but I'm gonna just throw the head and just let me see how thick is this first of all. Let's see. Okay. I don't think. I don't think that's gonna work. So I think my crazy ass is just gonna take the rivets off the top one. I'm gonna grind them off like this one sides right here, just so I can have one pair of rivets only. This is what you got to do when you're doing stuff with a fucking engine and a platform that doesn't have any parts. So, hope you guys know. So, yeah, I'm see if I can get my grinder going, or oh, I got the drill. Maybe the drill will work. What the heck? I just had a drill bit and it just went away. Maybe. I got the old head gasket here. Like as you see, it has copper. It has the copper coating, but you don't see no copper coating here. That's where it was coming through. You can see there. And yeah, it was mostly right here. Right there, maybe. Oh. What the heck? Having a little bit of trouble here. I'm gonna try to see if I can find my other grinder. Something in the slicker. Oh yeah. So, yep. Now I'm taking this thing off so I can put a new disc because this disc is broken. I don't even know where I put my other discs. Here. I wanna do is drink. Oh, there it is. I got new discs. Now I gotta find the thing to take it off. I struggle a little bit here. Really trying to see if I can take this off, but let's see. Maybe. Maybe. Fuck. Okay. I took. Oh shit. Oh my god. It's great. I just dropped the thing. Uh, I'm having too much of a luck today. What the heck? You know how maybe. Let's see. So I lost the thing to the grinder. I don't know where it fell off. Oh my god. The struggle. I have a drill bit here. Let's see if this will work. Okay, should work. I think I just connect this. Whoa. Okay, go sign that. Somehow get in there. So there we got it. We have it. Took the rivets off of the corners. Somebody told me that they might move, like, but if the dial pins, I don't know if you guys see them on the block, they're pretty set, and there's nothing that can move this head gasket if you put it on the dial pin, so it don't make no sense to me. So this should take care of that problem. Now we have the head gasket pretty set. I'm gonna at least try to drop the head. This damn thing doesn't let me drop the head sometimes. Maybe I'll haul it with something. Let's see. What are you working on? So this is a 2014 Chevy Cruze 1.8 LUW. It makes about 400 horsepower, and we are replacing the head gasket right now. Um, that's what we're doing, and we're trying something different. We're putting more layers, hoping that it will lower the compression on the engine, and the head gasket will not blow anymore, because the head gasket doesn't blow with just boost. It's when we spray nitrous on it. I don't know if you guys can see right there. That's a nitrous nozzle, and the solenoid is right here. That's the solenoid. That chrome black thing right there. It's nitrous solenoid. Cause we get down here. We like to do crazy shit. Okay. So now, oh, almost dropped this damn thing. Now I'm going to clean the bottom of the head, because I see some oil. I'm gonna wipe it, and then I'm gonna drop it. We can start putting it. Well, first off, I dropped some stuff. Forgot that I did drop some stuff here. So I'm gonna have to turn this head up around anyway. You guys won't be able to see this, but okay. It says it's on TDC, close to TDC. So I got the head on TDC. I'm gonna be wiping it real quick. Before I drop it. Do a quick wipe. And we're gonna drop it. I don't love, oof. I don't love doing this. Not the easiest thing to do. I'm gonna try to use a head start as my guide. Oh. Now that I look, see a bunch of oil on the holes. Take this gasket off real quick. You don't want to have any oil on the holes. Let me see if I find a different screwdriver. Okay, better. Okay, so I'm gonna try to see if we can set or at least have. Okay, well, let me put the head gaskets back on. Make sure that we have them the right way. Pretty easy to put on. 2 dial pins right there. Everything looks lined up. Yep. We're gonna put a headstock. Try to use that as our guide to lay the head down, because it's not easy. It's not easy. The head seems clean. Okay. No. Oh fuck. Helps like that. Oh, maybe not. Okay, just like that. Smooth. Pretty smooth. Now, I'm gonna put all the ERP studs on. Is it the studs? Yeah, it is definitely the studs the problem. They're 11 millimeters. Pretty thin deal. Always use lube. ARP lube. I don't want nobody screaming at me saying that I'm not using it. I always use it. I got on stock, so nobody please scream at me and tell me that I'm not using it. Believe me, I learned the hard way to use that stuff. The hard way. Make sure you. This little doohickey that you like kind of set your studs with. Really nice and flush. Definitely have a bunch of lube already on it. No DD on that deal. But yeah, hopefully by the end of the video we will start this car and drive it. Maybe. I mean, I don't think drive it, but at least start it and listen to it. And there's a live video. The last live video I did was putting this, taking this apart. So, and looking at the head gasket and all that stuff. So, if you ever want to see how everything started here, or what was the problem and stuff like that, or how to take this apart, you can go look at it. I think it's the live video before this one. So. Like that. Let me see what you guys are saying. I'm currently pushing 24 psi out of my stock turbo. Eventually I'm going bigger turbo. How is the aftermarket support on these heads? So I don't know if you have a If you have a 1.4, you have more aftermarket parts than this. This is a 1.8. So you have 1.4, you can get pretty much everything. You can get like pistons and all kinds of crazy shit. For this car, if we want pistons, we gotta get them custom made. So you guys can like you get an idea of what you're getting yourself into when you're fucking with this kind of shit. These head studs are custom too. They don't sell any head studs for this car, so you can imagine. And hi to everybody from Florida. Enjoying here the beautiful weather. Literally on a fucking t-shirt. I know you guys are cold probably. Just trying to get this car. And I really hope that this does work. And I got faith that it will work. I thought about it. And I think it makes sense. I mean, you guys saw how the head laid down like nothing. No issues whatsoever. It's flat. You're just gonna have a lower compression now, so it's gonna be what it's gonna be. Let me see what you guys are saying. I'm in Canada. It's 12 Celsius. What? No. So negative 12. Yeah. I'm gonna tell you what. I respect you a lot. Because Canada is not for me. You guys gonna see me struggle here a little bit because I kind of, when I took this engine apart, I did it so quick and I put everything like on places that like I probably won't find them. Like I got all manifold bolts like everywhere scattered. Cause I'm gonna tell you guys the truth. I tried to use a different head gasket and it literally on the fourth pass that I did, it just blew. Just like that. So, but you know, people told me to not use it and I still used it. They said that the head gasket was garbage and I used it anyway, so kind of my fault, but it is okay. If you don't try it, you will never know if it's good or bad. You gotta try things. No Didi, no nothing. Hopefully this thing doesn't sound like shit when I start it. See what you guys are saying. Are you on ethanol? I'm on E85, pump E85. So when you say pump, it's kind of funny because you can get E85 on the pump here in Florida. Like literally every gas station has E85. And I can literally go down the corner and I can fill up my car with E85 and pay $2.18 a gallon. That's what it's going for now. Not trying to make anybody hate right now, but pretty fucking cool. I ain't gonna lie. I got more head studs here because I have replaced them before. I kind of dropped a washer. So we're gonna use a different washer, I guess. Yeah. Put some glue on all. Let me see. Looky, if I want an 85 watt, I gotta go order it online. Yeah. Yep. I know. And you gotta work with what you got. When I live in Puerto Rico, we don't have Lidl over there anymore, or at all. You gotta buy it. You gotta buy Ignite, which is expensive. So, especially in Puerto Rico, you gotta like import everything. But here, it's a different story. And don't judge me when I do my sequence because it's gonna be a crazy one. I might have to retorque the head after certain driving or some driving. You guys can see how smooth this ARP studs are going in the block. I can do it like so easily. Pretty easy deal. So I never really use a fucking sequence when obviously the only thing I think of is center to the outside, and never really think too much about it because for me it doesn't make a fucking difference, but other people be anal. And yeah, I'll be back. So for the torque today, we're gonna be using the Strap-on 5000. Look at this baby, beautiful, green, monstrous. Gotta put a battery on it. Let's start with 35. What do you guys think? 35? Yeah. Start with 35. Oh. These things are so small, like, that what I use, let's see if I have a socket here first. 5/8, 13. Oh no. So, special me. Guess I have the wrong. Let me see. Like I said, when I took this engine apart, I was rushing, and I don't have. I gotta look for the socket. I got every other tool here, minus the headstock socket. I love it. I'm gonna try to find it. Not this one. Where did I put that? Where did I put that shit? Golly. Special me. I really need that one because that one is heavy duty and you really go hard when you torque this damn stuff. So, oh, I know where it's at. I know. It's at the impact gun. Okay. So we're gonna start at the center. Let's see. Start. I'm gonna turn this strap on doohickey 35. 35 sounds good. Ooh, you hear that crunch? Obviously, we gotta make it get there first. Not quite yet torquing anything. So I put ARP lube on the top and bottom of the washer. This studs already have ARP lube on the threads because I have them literally like packed with them. Just because you want that right torque. Want the right torque, you know. You want it to even. Even and nice. Okay. So now we start 35. 35. 35. If I break a stud, don't laugh. We got more. We got more studs, so we don't have to cry. You're just gonna have to take the head off. That's gonna be what it's gonna be. You don't have to cry. Okay, 35. Cute tiny engine. Definitely, it's definitely tiny. I put this engine there by hand with no engine hoist. So now we're gonna go maybe 50 from 35 to 50. 15 psi increments. Okay, 50. 50. 50. 50. 50. 50. 50. 50. 50. So now I'm gonna go to 65. It's gonna start getting harder from here. 65. 15. Okay. Seemed pretty easy. Okay. So now we're going to attempt to go to 80. Here's when I gotta get serious. If it breaks, just laugh. Doesn't seem like it's tying up. 77. I think I'm gonna leave it there. 77. It doesn't seem like it's going any. Yep, that's the max. Cool. So touch 80 on that one. 80. 80. 80. 80. 80. 80. 80. 80. 80. All of them have 80 now. Hope you guys saw that. Oh no. Basically when I did all this stuff, I didn't disconnect much. So it'll be pretty easy. It should be pretty easy to get this going. Let's see. Special tool away. See what we got here. So I am doing a head gasket on this car. That's what I'm doing today. Okay. My bad. Yeah. It's right here. So 12 millimeter. It's the special one. At least to me, it is special. So now, I'm not gonna go into super extreme detail here on what I'm doing. Cause it's really difficult to put a camera down there. But I'm gonna set the engine on straight on TDC and put the timing belt on it. Should be pretty easy. Jesus. Okay. So everything is hanging in there. So all I have to really do is put it together. Not bad at all to get this going. Pretty easy. I'm gonna use my impact to take the balancer off. And that is a special one too. Gotta see where I put that damn socket. Here it is. Well, I don't think this is it, but we're gonna try it and see. Seems like it. This one, obviously, I didn't use it. So I took the timing belt off. I didn't took the balancer off, so I gotta see where I put this socket. For more context, this engine, I built this engine 3 years ago. It's been down the track about 200 times. No kidding. I got time slips to prove that it's been down the track about 200 times. I've been resetting the record left and right with this car, and it's just been fun. The engine has been reliable. It has good oil pressure. It has good compression. The engine has max speeding rods, and it has Supertex valve springs, and of course you guys saw that I have ARP studs. So those three things, if you put the price of those three things, the ARP studs were $120, the springs were $220, and the rods were $250 back in the day when they were $250. Now, don't quote me on that because they are not that cheap now. Right now, if you want to buy those rods, you gotta order them, and they will come from China. Somebody at that time had them on stock here in the United States, and that's how I bought them for $250, because they probably bought a bunch of them, and they was able to price them not cheap, but. I'll put the manifold where it goes. It's not going in quite. Oh, I got it too high. Okay. Manifold on. Just like that. These nuts that I use for the manifold are so cool. They're so damn cool. You see, they are made of bronze, and they're pretty nice. Love them. They look like bullet shells kind of deal. I'm really trying to find that socket so I can take the balancer off, but really struggling at that. Don't remember where I left it. And it's I I think it's a E. So it's a reverse torque, which is a E 50, something like that. Like no, it's more. It's like E60, some shit like that. It's huge. A huge torque. Oh man, I wish you guys could feel the weather today. It's like it's a blessing. It's like all the wind that's coming in is like natural AC. So nice. We didn't broke any head starts. We torqued them to 80. That's great. Really struggling to find this socket. E18. So it's at E20 actually. There it is. Balancer. You guys can see this shit is not fucking special engine. They use special stuff, you know. Fucking sucks. Yeah, we're gonna hit it with the Bauer. Get that balancer off. We can start putting that timing belt on. It's weird. Gotta use it. Oh, here we go again. Oops. So I kind of kicked the camera again. Gonna use this light. See if I can see while I'm putting this on timing. I'm leaving this space here. I kind of jinxed myself because I took the spark plugs out, and the compression usually helps me keep the engine in position, but or the crank in position, but I hope that that sucks. I knew there's something was off. So, so I got down 0. So gotta have a 55 or 50. Right here, I'm gonna try to line up. A lot of people use tools, special tools to line up the timing. I never had an issue, so I don't. Nothing to me. I know where everything's supposed to go. Oh man. Okay. Usually put a screwdriver on the bottom to hold the belt in position. Okay. Usually go this side first. So I'm gonna verify now. These two lines here gotta be straight. They are both straight. Now, we're just gonna take the pin counter tensioner. And it should be timed. Center. Center, yeah. Move it a tiny bit. Okay. Ouch. Just hit my head with a table. It might be off. Let me see. Looks some timing to me, but This one looks too high. Is it? Make sure that this is straight. So right there. I usually do it the first try, and it looks straight to me. Maybe I want to think that the intake, yep, the intake cam or the exhaust cam is a little off. It's just one tooth off. So I'm gonna have to do this thing that I love so much. She's tying out this tensioner. Okay, probably do it by hand like that. Where's the... Where's the... I'm kind of special losing things. Touch messages. Hello from other cruise owner. Hello. Sorry that I haven't been paying attention to the chat because I literally been at it, and this is kind of stressing. If you guys work on cars, you guys can relate. When you're timing an engine, it could be stressing. Especially with this engine, to do the timing, you gotta kind of hustle for it, so not that easy. Okay, that's the 55. I'm gonna try to do something. That something is kind of click it. See if I can move. Okay. So. So now we're even now. It should be good. Now they are both straight. There's two lines here on the end of the cams that gotta be straight. Usually there's a tool. Well, I got the tool that locks them in place, but I don't fucking use it. Cause it just add more time looking for the damn tool and stuff like that. Stuff that I really don't want to do right now. So, but yeah, we got the engine time now. You can keep putting manifold bolts in, and then put other stuff like the tensioner and stuff in it. But I did a mistake. The mistake was to hit the balancer with the impact torque while I didn't have no spark plugs in, because usually the compression will hold the cylinders in place, and I might have kind of tapped the probably tapped the valves a little bit. Hopefully you'll start with no issue. If we don't have no compression on one cylinder, we know that it was because I tapped the valves. I forgot that I took the spark plugs out. My mistake. I think they'll be fine. I'm that good to admit that I fucked up. It's like that our turbo manifold is on. That's on. Come on, go. This turbo is a GT 2867. You guys can buy it on eBay for $420. It's a nice turbo, and this brand that I started using, like, I have a Pulsar, right? I don't know if you guys are familiar with Pulsars, but I had a Pulsar turbo on this car, which is this gem right here. I'm gonna show you guys. This thing right here, you guys can see it has a billet fan, 9-blade billet. It's a dual ball bearing deal, and you can see the PSR badge right there. So it's a Pulsar. This turbo was $700 right here. It still works. So this turbo, $700. Chinese Pulsar turbo. That turbo that you guys see right there is the same frame. So basically, they kind of use the same parts. But that turbo was $420. That turbo, so this is a 2860, and that's a 2867. 2860, 2867. That's a dual ball bearing. This one is a dual ball bearing. That one has 8 blades. This one has 9 blades. Both billet wheels, compressors. But that thing right there, if you guys know about Pulsar turbos, they are pretty good. This right here is a fucking amazing fucking unit. The car spools better. It does better burnouts and everything. And it's a 82 hot side, so it should not be spooling how it's spooling. It's crazy the way it works. And I'm not sponsored by any means by them, but Y is a X and Y turbo from eBay. If you guys want to buy a cheap turbo that's gonna work and make, I already had this turbo for a year and I beat the fuck out of it. Just go to eBay and check the turbos they have, and XY turbo. We just got a GT35 82 62 AR dual ball bearing. I think it's a 10 fan billet blade. I think it was like $700 for my brother's 350C that we're building in Puerto Rico. It will be like $500 here, but we got it shipped to Puerto Rico, so it was like $200 shipping. So you can imagine how good of a turbo you can get for that amount of money. You know, it's pretty good. Shout out to them, because they're pretty nice people. I talk to them through messages, and Yeah, man. I don't like. You imagine like my friend, my guy Daniel, my right hand, the guy that does the programming on the natural side of things and did the wiring on this car. He has this same turbo, but he has the T51 mud, which is the thing on the front that makes the turbo sound like wee. And it's basically the same thing. When I told him about this turbo, he's like, "Why you bought that shit? Like, you crazy?" And we just, went with the flow. We put that turbo in. It ended up working because there's no way. So the turbo that he has is a Pulsar. This turbo, you know, his turbo is $1,000. This turbo is $400. So it's basically almost the same thing. I don't want to say it's the same thing. It's almost the same thing for $600 less. You guys tell me if I did right. I think I did. So, yep. Right now we have the manifold on. I gotta put the dipstick. Gotta put the dipstick bolt on. Here. The dipstick tube. Gonna replace my plastic intake. What you recommend? So right now, if you look at my videos, you will notice that I'm making a custom intake manifold for this car in aluminum. That's the only option. Like me and Matthew, that's the only thing that we've been able to really do because there's nothing else that you can do to. And don't get me wrong, the plastic intake works good. There's no problem with it. If you have the 1.6 in Canada, the 1.6 single plenum intake, that will work really good. This one is a dual plenum. That's why I'm trying to get rid of it. But you got the single plenum one, you're great. You're solid. You don't have to do anything. Fuck. Trying to put the radiator holes in, but this thing is sucks. Oh my god. Okay, it's on. We're gonna hear this engine today. Today. It don't matter if it's like down cylinders and shit like that, or it's knocking or what. We're gonna hear it today for sure. Fuck. I just dropped the screwdriver. There's a lot of things here I gotta get. Oh. I'll go get my magnet. Or half of it. What is this? No idea. 16. So, for where I left off, you know, was tying up the. I got memory problems. I know I love nothing compares to you. This was where I was. Of course, when you put thicker head gasket, the engine will be taller, and there's might be a chance that the timing itself will be a little to one side. Am I worried about it? No. This engine is BBTI, so the cams should correct themselves. So that answer, if you guys had that question, that answered that question. We ain't worried about that shit. At least not today. Now I gotta fuck with the thermostat here. Then we can start putting water on it. I wanna start putting water on it because I want it to start burping. Gonna seal the system now. Kind of tighten up this here. Just in case, this car is an automatic. It's a 60-45 transmission. Does it hold 400 horsepower? It does. It does. I gotta tune it. If I don't tune it, it won't hold it. Fuck. Limited space on this deal. Two. Three. That's four. So I'm gonna try to start putting water on the system. I don't know if you guys can see this mess right here. Come on, bro. Thing don't want to turn. Right there. I don't know if you guys can see all the white stuff right there. This profile picture is back. Put one of the cruise. Who the heck is Chuff? Oh, I don't know. It's too late. The engine is about to run now. Should have told me like earlier. This engine is high compression. Don't need no more pressure. Whatever you're saying. Bruh. Bruh. Oh. Gonna start pressurizing the coolant side. At the same time, we gotta put the timing bracket. I'm gonna show you guys, talk to you guys about a problem that I had. So I had a problem with the belt tensioner bolt breaking. So I did this. This basically goes on the side of the engine. The timing tensioner goes on it, and that what it does is it clamps the timing tensioner against the block, and it keeps it on the same spot. And I put a stud, so I have a knot that goes on this side too, so it's just triple knotted, and it's basically clamped to the block. So pretty neat thing I did, because I really was tired of dealing with it. One time I drove to work and it broke the belt. Every time that you have a broken timing belt, you have bent balls, because this engine is interference as fuck. Like, you'll definitely have bent balls for sure, for sure. She don't like she don't like she don't like jumping timing at all. So let me see. I don't think I would like jumping timing either. Like, oops, both on the ground again. Okay. Pussy in your face. This profile picture is bad. That's funny. No, I'll use the little ratchet. If I can find the little ratchet. Tighten up the brackets. Now I put the knot on the other side of the tensioner. They can keep it from rotating or doing any dumbass shit, you know, just like that. We're pretty ahead. Okay. Now I'm gonna put the serpentine belt on. We have a shorter serpentine belt because we don't have AC on this deal. Let me see if I remember how this goes. Okay. Well, my dumbass was trying to put the serpentine belt on with no balancer. Totally forgot. Let's go ahead and throw the spark plugs on. Just for peace of mind, I guess. If anybody wonders what spark plugs I use, BKR6E copper plugs from NGK. That's it. You don't need nothing fancy, nothing crazy. Just some cheap ass fucking spark plugs. Have zero issues. Where? Trying to find my spark plug socket. Special person that's me. Always can't find anything. Oh yeah, it's right there. Oh. Ugh. Got a spark plug socket here. Oops. Now again, special person like me needs to put on the balancer. It's not easy. Usually balancer on. Now we can put the serpentine belt on. Hopefully. Mosquitoes attacking me. Florida. Drop the flashlight. Fucking Florida. Mosquitoes. Motherfucking mosquitoes. Let's see this shit. Okay, serpentine belt on. Looks pretty straight to me. I don't know. None of you guys need this trick, but if you have a cruise, you can take the driver or the engine mount off, and the engine will literally stay up. You can see it has no motor mount whatsoever. The motor mount's right here. So easy. All you got to do, let's say that you were replacing the timing belt on a 1.4 and you wanna do it quick without, and you don't have to jack the engine. Just take the motor mount off, easy. Bing boom bang. That easy. What you need to do for sure, if that oh, socket came off. What you really need to do is look at the block itself, the holes, make sure they align. You can put a something. You can put something on the spark plug right here hole and kind of move the engine a little bit to the front. Yeah, like that you can start threading the bolts and they will fall in place. Never jacked up the engine whatsoever. We're really close to hear this car running. Really close. Just like that, we got a motor mount now. Keep putting water on the reservoir right here. And yes, I'm using water for now. We're gonna start the car on water and we can flush it. We need to test it on water because I cannot be putting fucking high. I say high. Can't be putting fucking coolant on it every time because I'm not a millionaire. And I'm not really good at putting like draining fluid here. It never works out. So now we gotta get into intake side of things. Literally minutes to start this car. In minutes. We will start it in minutes, literally. So get to move this thing so I can the spot we're supposed to go. Just like that. And take this on. There's drop a bolt on the bottom. I'm gonna try to find another one. This one should work. You guys can see I didn't disconnect anything. Injectors were connected, everything. To replace the head or remove the head. Oh, now we got the intake on. The next thing is the box cover. That is right here. Okay. Oh no. Need to wipe it. I think it's dirty. For the people that don't know, I use Toyota coil plugs, Toyota Prius coil plugs on everything. I have a Mazda Protege 5 that I use Toyota coil plugs on. And there's a video of me actually installing them and showing how to use them. Because they're so good. I love them. So, you guys wonder what coil plugs I use on my Chevy Cruze? Toyota Prius. You're gonna see some that are longer. These ones are the shorter ones. I mean, these ones are the longer ones. Never mind. I said that one wrong. Oh, I'm not. Sorry, I didn't have you guys viewing me. Well. Also, you guys didn't notice, my Balcor is powder coated. Shout out to Extreme Powder Coat or Powder Works. Extreme Powder Works for powder coating my Balcor. It's been powder coated this color for 3 years. And it's an aluminum eBay box cover. So if you guys want to upgrade the box cover, eBay box cover. Good. Right now I'm just starting every bolt. Make sure they all go in. Then I can start torquing. Which the torque to spec that I use is when it feels tight, it is tight. If it makes sense. Brr, brr. Well, I hope my people are ready to listen to this thing running because it's so close to start. So, hope you guys are ready. I don't even use a hold down for this coil packs because usually they suck the spark plug in so good that they just stay sticking, and they never give me a problem. A lot of people look at it and be like, why you don't make a hold down? I actually did have a hold down, but why would I even put a hold down on them if they don't go anywhere? I mean, they move and stuff, but I never had a coil pack issue or an ignition issue with it. So feel like sometimes you just gotta let things flow, and if it's not giving you problems, like why would you change it for? It's not really giving problems at all, so I'm not gonna fuck with it. It's connecting little things of the head that obviously I took the head off. I just put it on. Well, I hope you guys are ready to listen to this thing with a way taller gasket, head gasket. And I mean, if it sounds like shit, it is what it is. If it doesn't run good, it is what it is. We are just experimenting. My guess is it won't, but yep. I got the throttle body now. Some little things here and there I gotta connect. Throttle body controller. We have electric throttle body on this deal. BBTI. I really hope that this engine starts and sounds nice. So cross your fingers. You guys saw it here. Live. Guys, I don't usually do this. Like that girl that said, I don't usually do this. That's me. I don't usually do this shit live. I don't really like. Well, it's not that I don't like it. It's so uncomfortable for me to work on my car and live stream or something like that. That just hard to do. But yeah, it sounds like we're gonna be starting this engine in seconds, literally. In seconds. Tying up the charge pipe. I believe I have everything connected. So we're gonna go ahead and crank it. And is it custom mount? The mount? Are you talking about what must have you done to your cooling? Cars are weak. Well, I have two slim fans and they literally always running, so that's what it is. Let's see. We're gonna see how this thing sounds now. It might sound like shit, so don't judge me, please. Well, that sounds like it don't have no compression. That's weird. Yeah. I'm gonna try to crank it still. That's weird. Sounds definitely weird. I don't know. Doesn't seem like it wants to start or anything. Oh, okay. It's my fault. I forgot that I disconnected a whole bunch of shit. So I disconnected the fence. It does sound like it has compression, but it sounds weird. I'm not gonna lie. It's like pop, 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 pop. I don't know if you guys can hear it. But... So I disconnected the fan and the fuel pump. So she definitely sounds weird. It's cranking. Um, Kind of sounds like it has no compression. Hmm. 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 This definitely sounds kind of weird. I wonder if it's because I changed the head gasket and now the compression is different and it won't, the tune is not working. That's weird. So, definitely sounds like shit. No idea what the fuck. No idea, man. I don't know if it's the balls or the head is not clamping right. But does sound like it's. Let's see. This is right. Let me see under. See, check for any leaks, cause. Oh, there's a leak right there. Sure. There's no leaks, man. It's weird. So I'm gonna check the compression on it. And see what's happening, because it sounds like it has really low compression, which I mean, is that crazy with the head gasket we're using that raise the compression so high like that? I feel like it should at least try to start. We can definitely check the compression and see where it's at. And yep. What the heck? Yeah, I smell fuel. See what it says. Definitely smell fuel. See the compression testers are 0. Let's see what it do. It sounds like it's even. Hey. Okay, let's try to check the compression on this cylinder first. Just a few cranks. Sounds like that one has compression. And we are 0. Huh. No compression whatsoever. That's crazy. It's gotta be something. This let's see. Oh my god. Jesus. Let's see. 0. Again. This engine don't have no compression. So apparently the gasket trick I was trying to do it doesn't seem like it's sealing. That or there's a problem with the valves or something. Yeah, zero. So seems like we're gonna have to take the head off again and see what happened. Cause yep, here we go again. So if you guys are not watching the video from the beginning, what I was trying to do is trying to use two head gaskets, two multi-layer gaskets to raise the compression on this engine, and it didn't work out. It didn't work out. I don't have any compression on the engine, which is weird. I don't know if it's that I bent all the valves or something on it, or because there's no compression whatsoever. We have another head, which is no problem, but yeah, there's no compression. Now, I'm gonna take this head off again. I tried this. I don't know why it's not sealing, but it's not. Thirteen. Which one is this one? They say risk and reward. This is risk and cry. Literally. Suck. I might have to leak test the head. No idea. But it's okay. Um, I have another head. I got two more, just in case. But the only bad thing is that I have to take the springs off of this one, put it on the other one, or just run stock springs, which I don't want to. Oh fuck! So I might just take the head off and see if there's any problem with the head whatsoever that's causing it to have zero compression. But it literally has zero compression on every cylinder. So that means that there's definitely a problem with the head gasket that we put on, because there's no way that this engine will bend all the valves at the same time. No way, I'm telling you. So might just have to accept I'm a dumbass. The compression is leaving the place somewhere. I don't know when, but where, but it's definitely leaving the engine. Yeah, well, the thing is that the thing don't have no compression whatsoever. So there's one thing about having lowering the compression, but it doesn't have any compression. And my guess is that there's gotta be something interfering. So we're gonna open the engine and make sure that anything is not on the way. I mean, I kind of knew what I was getting myself into testing this, and I mean, it's not big deal really. Um, it's pretty chill kind of thing to do. I'm not like killing myself here to do this, so why not try it? You know. But yeah, we can take the head off and see what the fuck happened. Which I'm doing the hardest part right here, which is taking the manifold bolts off. It's definitely the hardest part right here. Oh my god. Okay. 10. try to take this off. Oh my god. Shit never wants to come off. Do that. I would love for that to just stay there. I can make that, do that. It's okay. At least there's nothing broken. I really didn't thought that wasn't gonna work, but you know, live and you learn. Zero compression is crazy. It kind of sounded like it had any kind of compression, just a little bit, and kind of like pop. But my guess is that the head gasket is not sitting right. Just, you know, it's there for fashion. Take that serpentine bolt off. Thank you for hanging out with me on my hardest times. We can all cry together, I guess. I mean, if you like crying, usually this car brings me a lot of joy. But lately when we turn it up, we've been having problems with it. And not too many problems, because really, this damn thing was ripping with a blown head gasket. It went 12.4, no nitrous. At 160 miles per hour, no nitrous, blown head gasket. No, you told me that shit is impressive. I think it's pretty damn fucking impressive myself. Oh, really don't know where the 15 is. It should be here. Yeah, you guys tell me where the party is at. You guys in Tampa Bay. Cause I probably gonna open this thing up and leave it open again. One more time. Maybe I can leave it like that. I'm gonna make a water mess now because this damn thing put water on it. That's why I was putting other things than water on it. So I knew this could happen. Find the bolts. Now the intake. Okay, yeah, I need to move the belts. Feel like I did this the other day. Come on, bro. Okay. That's not it. What the heck? Come on, bro. Okay, now this doesn't want to go in. Puta madre. Something about the tensioner. I just had to replace that tensioner. Things going back. My ratchet running out of battery. Ratchet out of battery now. Okay.